Orlando. And Alfredo, so much news going on with the economy now, and I'm so glad that you're here in Virginia making this happen. The economy heading towards what could be recession, crash, sum everything up for us, Alfredo Ortiz.
Yeah, good morning, John. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. Just drove in for you only from Arlington, so nice 2.5 hour drive.
Without traffic.
Without traffic. Yeah. I got lucky. No, I mean, look, it's the economy is actually not in the great shape that Biden is going around talking about with, Bidenomics and, but I have to tell you, I'm actually super glad that he's taking credit for this, because I can't actually believe that he's dumb enough, quite frankly, to be able to wanting to take credit for what's going to be, I think, a disastrous economy. Because we talk about the consumer being resilient, for example. It's not resilient. They're like, oh, but look at the consumer spending more money. Yeah, they're spending more money, but they're getting less goods and services because of inflation. And you know it, I know it, everybody in here probably knows it, they feel it, they see it in the grocery store, they see it at the gas pumps. But yet Biden thinks that we're stupid and that we like what we see is not really real. What we feel is not really real, right? We know better. And in 2024, that's going to be proven. And, I'm really excited that in November here in Virginia, you're going to have candidates that actually believe in free enterprise, that believe in the small business, because that is the backbone of our economy. And they need that kind of support and that kind of help.
Virginia has been one of the leaders in attracting and starting new businesses in America for years. That's why a lot of people came here. I started a business here, right, which has grown as you know, but now it's heading south, right? It's the other thing. And so why is a Republican victory here in the Senate so critical, not only for Virginia, but then going forward into 2024? Why is it so critical?
Yeah, well, John, look, I mean, all eyes are, I think, on Virginia. I've always said, and remember even last year, you and I had these conversations, that I actually believe Virginia is like the microcosm of our country. It really kind of represents the rest of our country in terms of the suburban-rural mix, the ethnic mix, Democrat versus Republican, right, that percentage of mix. So it really is kind of like almost like a case study or kind of the precursor of what I think 2024 can be. And Glenn Youngkin actually laid out a plan that he used and succeeded 2 years ago when he got nominated. But I think now we also have a plan that's being put in place when it comes to like early voting and stuff like that I think we can follow for the rest of the country in 2024 as well. But as Virginia goes, I think the rest of the country can go. And so we have to win this race. We have all these races, 4 out of 5, like you said. We have to win this election. As Glenn Youngkin says, right, you got to keep the House and flip the Senate in Virginia. And I think, first of all, Democrats are going to do everything they can to prevent that from happening, because they also know that Virginia is basically going to be the bellwether of and basically the precursor of the plan for success in 2024, that if it works in Virginia, it can work across the country.
And right now, the Democrats have, thank you, Alfredo. Right now, the Democrats have a narrative, which is, look, polls don't matter. We won the Supreme Court race in Wisconsin. We won the mayor's race in Jacksonville, which really had nothing to do with national issues. We won all the races in Nashville with all super liberal candidates. That was a shocker that they all won. So they're saying, look, we're winning everywhere, and so the polls don't matter. So that mantra is going to continue if they're able to win the Senate or keep the Senate in Virginia, maybe win the House. But if the Republicans win, doesn't that narrative just blow up?
John, it really does. And, I think last time I was on your show, we were talking about the Hispanic population, how it is going to be so important to win over. And remember, Glenn Youngkin won 54% of the Hispanic vote. So I think the Democrats are deathly afraid of what's going to happen in Virginia. I think Republicans are really, truly not only walking away from the Democrat Party, but they're running away from the party and running to the Republican Party. Excuse me, did I get that right? They're running away from the Democrat Party, running to the Republican Party. So I think it's extremely important, because the values that our party represents are the values that best actually represent Hispanics in this country. And I'm talking about legal Hispanics, right? But it really is going to be important, I think, and fortunately the candidates that are running in all these races understand that, especially in the area of opportunity and entrepreneurship. It's so important that we create that environment that's very positive for that small business owner. And quite frankly, nobody's more entrepreneurial than that Hispanic population. And so I'm actually really excited because this is an opportunity for us to basically show this country what we can do.